I asked ChatGPT, what is your Bitcoin price prediction? Not next week, not next year, but by 2050. The answer I got wasn't just a price, it was a roadmap. A prediction based on hard-coded supply, unstoppable math, and 16 years of history. So if you're wondering what happens after every Bitcoin halving from now until 2050, you're in the right place. Because what you're about to hear might completely shift how you think about money, value, and your place in this moment. So I asked ChatGPT to run the numbers, halving by halving. And by the end of this video, you might not only believe Bitcoin will hit $1 million, you might wonder if that's just the beginning. Let's start with the basics. Bitcoin halvings happen every 4 years, and every time it happens, the reward miners receive is cut in half. That means fewer new coins are created, even as demand continues or increases. This simple mechanism, less supply, same or rising demand, has historically triggered massive price movements. In 2012, 2016, and 2020, the pattern repeated: halving, accumulation, explosion. Now we're in 2025, and the latest halving happened just a year ago. So what's next? As of July 2025, Bitcoin is trading around $108,000. This is already more than what many expected just 1 year after the halving. But history tells us the biggest moves often come 6 to 18 months after the halving event. That's why ChatGPT predicts the 2024 cycle could peak between $200,000 and $220,000 sometime between late 2025 and early 2026. If you're watching this right now, you're not late, you're early. You're watching the setup, not the climax. Now let's jump ahead to the year 2028. The block reward will drop again to just 1.5625 Bitcoin per block. That's roughly 225 Bitcoin mined per day across the entire network. By this time, Bitcoin could already be trading between $200,000 and $250,000. But if we follow the pattern, the next post-halving cycle peak may take Bitcoin to $480,000 by 2031 or 2032. That's more than 4 times from today's price. And here's what's crazy. Even owning just 0.1 Bitcoin, just 10% of a coin, could be worth nearly $50,000 by then. That's the power of exponential scarcity. Now fast forward to 2036. The reward drops again, this time to 0.39 Bitcoin per block. That's less than 60 new coins per day globally. Over 98% of Bitcoin will already be mined, and by now it's not just retail and crypto investors, it's banks, governments, entire pension funds. Bitcoin isn't unusual anymore, it's foundational. According to ChatGPT, Bitcoin could be worth $400,000 at the halving, and reach as high as $1.2 million by 2038. That means even a small holder today could be sitting on generational wealth in just over a decade. Now comes 2040, the beginning of Bitcoin's endgame. The block reward drops to 0.195 Bitcoin. The entire world knows the truth now. There's no more inflow. Scarcity is absolute. Bitcoin becomes digital land, digital gold, but on a level we've never seen before. ChatGPT projects a price of $800,000 at the halving and up to $2.5 million by 2042. By this point, Bitcoin isn't just an asset you hold. It's the standard everything else is priced against. Then comes 2044. The reward shrinks again, this time to 0.097 Bitcoin. That's just 14 new Bitcoins mined each day. Not per miner, worldwide. Bitcoin is now deeply embedded in global finance. It's used as collateral, as reserve capital, as the base layer for nation-state balance sheets. ChatGPT estimates Bitcoin could trade between $1.5 and $2 million at the time of halving, with a projected cycle peak between $4 and $5 million by 2046. At this stage, Bitcoin ownership isn't about gains, it's about control. Finally, we arrive at 2048. Only 0.048 Bitcoin is mined per block. That's just 7 new Bitcoins per day. At this stage, Bitcoin is no longer measured in dollars because Bitcoin becomes the unit. 1 Bitcoin could be worth $3 to $4 million at the halving, and if global adoption continues, we may see a peak price of up to $10 million per coin by the year 2050. By then, most people won't be trying to own 1 Bitcoin. They'll be fighting for Satoshis, the smallest divisible piece of Bitcoin, because they'll understand what most people today still don't. 21 million coins means 21 million chances. That's it. So what does this all mean for you? It means that Bitcoin, whether you believe in it or not, is following a path defined by math, scarcity, and time. The window to enter is shrinking, not in price, but in access. Every halving is another reminder, supply is running out, and the world is waking up. From $108,000 today to possibly $10 million by 2050? This isn't just a prediction, it's a possibility. one backed by every past cycle, every halving, and every lesson time has taught us. So whether you hold one Bitcoin or just 1% of one, you're still early. And this journey, it's still yours to join. Subscribe if you're playing the long game, and if you made it this far, drop a comment below. I asked ChatGPT too,